So moving beyond like the true budget, like what can we spend at the least possible amount of money, to get married in New York City would be like $65. Moving into what I find probably be more common amongst my clients, and then also maybe couples who are probably spending a little bit less than my typical client, would, if I put a number on it, maybe somewhere between $2,000 to $10,000, including everything, right? So obviously that includes your license and whatever ceremony officiant you're going to be paying, but also some attire, photographer, florals, hotel, let's see what else, and then some sort of dining. I would say you could do that starting at around $2,000 up to about $10,000, depending upon the quality, obviously, and experience of the vendors that you're using, and then additionally where you're eating, where you're dining. I mean, and then if you're having guests, because guests will start to increase your budget dramatically. So if you really want to keep on a budget and maybe allocate your spending, shall we say, to the two of you, then you might want to stick to an elopement, because that will allow you to spend whatever money you have just on the two of you, because every guest you bring in that you're feeding or transporting or everything, your costs are going to go up from there. And of course there are ways to sort of mitigate that. Again, the picnic idea, that can be one way, but also not dining at a super expensive restaurant. One of the first actually elopements that I photographed was one of my friends, and they got married on the Brooklyn Promenade. They had an officiant, and then we all went over to their favorite pizza place, and we all had pizza in the restaurant at lunch. Another way to save money, at lunch, not dinner, in the restaurant itself. There wasn't a private room. It was just like a regular meal. I mean, with everybody maybe having a number of different pizzas, appetizers, wine, and again, some places will have like a set menu per person, which can help you budget, better. I can't imagine they spent more than a few $1,000s, because they probably fed about 30 people. They had the officiant. I mean, I actually photographed, I think, for free, so they didn't have to pay me, but I would say that was probably somewhere within that category. And it was a lovely, memorable day. The pizza was good. It was really fun. There's actually, the place they went to is no longer there, but the same pizza company, Fornino, has one down by the waterfront area by Pier, I think it's Pier 6 in Brooklyn, and I think it has a rooftop. There have been wedding celebrations there for sure. That would be an amazing place to look at if you are looking to save money. But again, choosing lunch or even breakfast, I've had people do like more of a brunch option, could help you stay within that range. Obviously the more, the higher end hotel you stay at, that could add to that price. Hiring more expensive vendors would add to that, and then including other elements. But so for me, that I would consider that to be sort of mid to premium in terms of like a pricing range. And I would say that you're going to get in that price range many of the things that you want, but you're not going to be able to have everything that you want, or not everything at the same tier that you want. And if you are able to do that, then you would be more in what I would consider to be the luxury category, and I'm going to talk about that next.